I find this hard to believe. This is a collection of stories that Lacey can tell her friends or people who know her well. They are certainly not impossible to believe, but they do sound like a fun lie. This shit would not fly with strangers. You would think she's lying. She's not. We are going to move a little more into the stories where there is a real disconnect. A lot of these stories will highlight what is likely to happen to you when you're the only Black person someone has come in contact with.
And as you listen to this book, you should know my life is great. Aside from my shitty jobs, I have a happy life with great friends and a great family. It's just that every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, someone says something insane to me.
You're wrong about the Black experience. Let me, a white, tell you about it. So, there's this thing you may or may not be aware of. When people who don't normally talk to Black people end up talking to Black people, they usually do one of three things. Talk to you about Black stuff, which is anything from actual Black stuff to, I like Savion Glover, do you? Or they tell you about a Black person they know. I have this friend Marcus who... Lots of times they talk to you like that because it feels good to have had a good interaction with a Black person. It makes them feel like they're not racist. Whatever the reason is, they seem to enjoy it. But lastly, there's the kind of person in this category who meets a Black person and is immediately mad and rude. Never in front of another white person who isn't their child or wife, but under the right circumstances, these people will talk to you like it's 1909. I have a theory about why this happens. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think the last category of white person sees Black people shopping at the same store, having a mutual friend, or just sharing a sidewalk, and it makes them realize that we are the same. And once they lose their perceived upper hand, they fucking freak out. Humans need joy to live, and most people's joy comes from friends and family or from hobbies and work, but some people's joy comes from the idea that they are superior. So my living a life that is better than theirs destroys their joy. They rage against the idea that they ain't shit. It's like if someone walked up to me and said, you can't pull off high-waisted slacks and a crop top, it would change my very idea of myself. And I would hurt their feelings so bad, I would wreck them. I would simply wreck them, and they would deserve it. We say all that to say, sometimes people see a Black person and panic and just say the first thing that comes to mind. Lacey had just met a white coworker, and she was like, why is she talking to me? Then she told her that she had a Black fiance, and Lacey was like, oh, that's why she's talking to me. She said she was jealous of our skin because it was always so smooth and soft. I just love the feel of your skin. I constantly have to apply